Hi, it's Pietro with Pipo Sound. In this video I'll show you the music system I made for a game called Too Many Penguins, in which you're the leader of penguins trying to survive on an island that's sinking. Alright, here's the music system I came up with for the game. First thing I want to talk about is this threat parameter. As the island sinks, the threat value increases. And as it increases, it turns up the melody and extra percussion here to make the music more complex. Right, so there's some melody coming in. And the melody track has 3 different melodies to choose from every time it loops around. So, for example, right, so it's choosing a different melody every time it plays. That's just to add some variety. And then we have, as the threat increases past 50%, we have some extra percussion here. And if you go over the weight limit, we get this alert music playing. And so you need to get back below the weight limit of the island, otherwise you sink. The other parameter here is Elapsed Time, which is basically the game clock total amount of time. It's expressed as a percentage of the total time for the level. And so this basically decides when the music will move on to the next part. So these markers here are set up so that once the music loops, once it gets to this marker, if the elapsed time has gone past 33%, let me just jump ahead, it moves on. Right. Automatically moves on to B. So this is B here. This is just the transition between A and B. And so C will only move on if the elapsed time has passed 66%. Again, here we have multiple foundational bass layers and multiple melody layers playing. And of course, if you go over the limit, the alert music is still in the same key. Okay, so let's pretend we've moved on now. So now we've moved on to C. And yeah, so at any point, if we lose, if we go then this parameter here will move to the lose music. If instead, if we make it to the end of the level, so 100%, then we get the winning music.
Last thing I wanted to mention is this nifty snapshot. When the player falls in the water, the music is filtered like this. So a snapshot is triggered, which reduces the bandwidth and it turns up the reverb on the music tracks. So when this snapshot is called, you can see the low end and the high frequencies are chopped off and a bunch of reverb is added. So here it is in action. And then there's a sustain point, which is keyed off. There's an ADSR on the intensity of this snapshot, so it fades back in.
So that's the music system, and you can play the game online. Too Many Penguins. Check it out.